Okay, today we are going to go for four concealed pawn. I learned in my last recording that for four concealed pawn is actually has some pretty interesting requirements to it. For concealed sets slash quads, the set themselves must be entirely concealed. Finishing the last set with a run does not qualify. So you have to have all four of your sets in your hand and call run on a pair weight. Um, this makes things difficult. Okay, it looks like we're going for Ricci on this first hand. 6, 7. Let's discard this one. Nope, nope. Pair that up. Sure, because grabbing a 7, this doesn't change my hand. Let's do that. 4, 5, 6. Let's discard this. A 7. This hand, I have completely trashed everything about it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we can discard this, call it Ricci. Sumo. Let's go. Okay. There is no good deck manipulation in this hand. So what we're actually going to do... we got a good score on that first hand, so let's do that and grab these two to start building up our deck. So we're actually going to use the Dragon Cycle on the red. This will help us jumpstart our deck manipulation a little bit. These dragons are super handy for lots of things. Mostly because it gets us a Yaku when we don't, so we don't have to think as hard about these opening hands. Okay. So again, not a meaningful amount of deck manipulation. In this shop, we're gonna grab red dragons, and these for money, and extra con draws because they come in handy. We are gonna go for half flush again. Call north. Discard this one. We know we have an extra one of these white dragons. So pair, pair. 6, 7, 8. Pair, pair. We can discard. Well, okay. Triplet, triplet. Let's discard these. If I call Ricci, this is actually a really good Ricci, because if I get a 4, or that one's good too. Maybe that gets me a Keen Dora. Okay, so we got our big technology here of Suji Shift, or do we grab a Dragon Cycle? Dragon Cycle would help us condense our dragons. But Suji Shift would let us condense everything else. So we're going to grab Suji Shift. And then we're also going to grab... we do have 2 things of money. So I could grab... Yeah, we're going to grab the Dead Wall draw. We're going to grab a single-use eraser here. Okay, discard. Let's start manipulating into these middle suits. Call north. Let's erase that. Okay. Let's turn you into a 3. Turn this 4 into a 7. I've probably could do a better job at manipulating these into more useful things. But just kind of playing along with the flow. Let's see, do we call con? I should not, because So let's discard this. Call Sumo. That's a good reason why you hold off on calling Khan even in a normal game. So here we actually add more dragons. Let's add more dragons. Hopefully we get a dragon shift in the next shop coming up. Because now we could probably reliably wait on dragons. Okay, let's just go for a half flush here. This 9. Let's turn you into a 3. Call north. Discard. Discard. We are on the south round, so let's discard this way. Yep, we can call pawn. 1, 2, 3. That's a triplets of 3. So a pair, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Let's discard the 9 and the 8. 1 goes into a 1, 2, 3, goes into a 4 or a 7. Let's turn you into a 7. Call Ron. Next, we have Hatmon. Not the deck for it. Hatmon's pretty powerful in the normal Ricci deck. We did get the Eraser, though. So let's get the permanent Eraser, upgrade, and then we're also going to add more dragons. Let's call north. Discard. What do we want to erase? Based off of my deck manipulation, we are going to erase So. Because we've done more deck manipulation with So. Or we've done more deck manipulation with pins. Do I want to erase honors? Sure. Normally I don't, but let's do that today. Up, turn you into a 5. We're still going to be discarding them this round for sure. Eight, 1, so 6, 7, 8. So we're waiting on one of those. Con didn't happen. North didn't happen. We're waiting on you. You're somewhere in there. Don't want the 2. Don't want that. Okay, 5. We're trying to keep 5s. Let's erase this one. Two. Let's turn you into a 5. Run. Very close to the end. Upgrades. I erased one, but now I have a wind rotator option. Not going to be able to sell anything for it, but we can grab our dragon cycle and increase draws. So now I want to shift all of my dragons into 1. This is already a good starting hand. So let's discard. 4. 1, 2, 3 turns into a 7. So let's turn you into a 7. Discard. Do I want to call pawn here? Nah. Not needed. Discard. 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 We're going for So. Or we're going for pins. We're going for pins. 5 is good. So here we are finally ready. We are waiting on the 6 pin. We do not need this. So actually what we're actually going to do is we're going to do it the eraser, and then we discard the 6 pin. So now we're waiting on a white dragon. Which we should have lots of white dragons in the deck. This is not one. Do I dragon cycle this, or do I wait for a red dragon to show up? Let's wait for a red dragon. To hopefully we can transition a red dragon. There we go. Sumo. So that gets us Su-U-Ku. Do I grab a manipulator? No, thank you. So let's just grab the basics for money. Even though we're basically locked in. Let's call north. Discard this. We are discarding so. One we can turn into a 7. 9 we can turn into a 6. We've not done any manipulation on this chain yet, so let's start her off. We do not want these anymore because we can't transition any of them. We should also start rotating our dragons. Can't make a set of triples with that. Discard this. Let's discard the 1. Don't want the 2. Let's erase the 2. We can actually even rotate one of these. So 5. We can let's discard the 6. We don't want the west. We're not calling any tiles. So yeah, let's rotate the red dragon. 8. 8 could have turned into a 5. That was bad on me. We're not calling Ricci. We're looking for the right pin. Okay. Do I call Khan here, or do I discard something? I think the right call is to discard the green dragons. So let me do that. I will call this Khan. Discard the green dragon. We are not calling Ricci. We do call north. Because we're waiting on one more pin or a white dragon. This works. We can go Suji Shift, turn you into a 3. We do not call Sumo here. We call Khan, then Sumo for the Su-U-Ku. Next. Let's grab adding more dragons. And then increase the draws. And sure, why not? Let's grab Wind Rotator too. This is the last round. I can tell because of how much points it is. So let's call north. Let's discard this. We have been holding on to pins and dragons. Okay. We don't want this west. Do we erase this west for a white dragon? Yes, we do. We can't make that one. We can't make this one. We're not calling pawn. We're not calling Khan. But what we can do is we can wind rotate. Or not wind rotate. We can dragon shift. Let's dragon shift this green dragon. So then we can discard the green dragon. Or let's look over here. Let's discard the 1. We're not calling any tiles. We call north. We get another green dragon, which I will discard this 6. Yep, let's discard the 6. Discard this 3. We're open up to doing a con, are we? Maybe. Let's hold on to it. We're not calling pawn. We're not calling con. We're not calling pawn or ron. Discard. There's a 3. We don't want that. We're looking for a 7. So there's a 7. So what do I do here? What is my play? Because I got big 3 dragons in here too. I think discard a green dragon. Yeah. So I discard a green dragon. We're not calling Ricci. Because Ricci locks us into something and I want to be able to manipulate. So what am I looking for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm looking for a green dragon or a white dragon. Because if I can draw a white dragon, or I'll be able to erase her in 6 tiles. Perfect. So I erase her, and then I use a dragon cycle on this to call Tsumo. So there is Suuku. So should I have not gotten Suuku for this? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, and I finish with the drawn tile, sort of. So maybe? I don't know. Maybe Eraser causes some weird things when the hand isn't actually changing. There you go. That's how you set up 4 concealed pawn, and technically also big 3 dragons. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.